Raging Harlem mob surrounds suspect in attack on 11-year-old woman as NYPD cops protect him. I've told you time and time again, in these big Democrat ran cities, they protect the criminals, not the victims. And the police went in and protected the criminal when the people was trying to get at this man from slashing a innocent 11-year-old girl. This is disgusting. If I was a cop, I would have turned my back and pretend like I ain't see anything and let the guy get what he deserved. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to show the clip. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. All right, so let's talk about this news here. Now, this comes from the New York Post by Larry Ciliona. He reports that cops prevented a raging mob of Harlem locals from attacking a maniac accused of slashing an 11-year-old girl in the head on a spree through Manhattan Friday afternoon, leaving the youngster now afraid to go outside. Her distraught mom said. Now, it's a bit too early to say that she has PTSD, but I'm sure she has some type of trauma behind this. I couldn't imagine being an 11-year-old, minding your own business, and some crazy person comes and just cuts you up. And then the police come and protect him. I mean, this is crazy. Shaquan Cummings, 30 years old, allegedly preyed on the girl outside the 116th Street 6 subway station, then fled around 2:15 p.m., moments after allegedly punching an unsuspecting 43-year-old woman around the street corner, according to sources. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy would be back on the street within a few hours because of New York crazy policies where they're allowing criminals out on the streets that commit crimes, heinous crimes like this, to be out in less than 24 hours. So I wouldn't be surprised if they allowed this crazy man back on the street. The fiend, who has a lengthy rap sheet, knifed the youngster in the back of the head and cut her ear as she walked down the street holding her mom's hand, sources said. Wow. So let's take a look at this clip here of the people trying to get at this man. We're trying to get at this man. Look at the police protecting him. How are you protecting this man, yo?
What are you doing?
Look at him cowering behind the police. Freaking coward. Cutting up an 11-year-old girl. Hiding behind the police. Disgusting.
Don't let him go. You defend me a fucking criminal? What the fuck was that? You defend me a criminal? So now we're gonna do this for the fucking community.
Protecting this criminal.
Him in my car. My nigga, see right here, cry. See right here, cry. I got the photo. Okay, see right here, cry.
We're my friends too.
Wild. Wild, wild, wild. That's New York. This is why I do not want to visit New York anytime soon. They need to clean this crap up. They need to get rid of Alvin Bragg. They need to get rid of these prosecutors that's allowing these things to happen on the street and putting these criminals on the street. That dude, they say he had a long rap sheet, so he probably had no business being walking the street in the first place. The article goes on to say that the suspect punched a 43-year-old woman before setting his sights on the 11-year-old girl. The child felt something on the back of her head, and when her mom turned around, she saw a, quote, box cutter before the suspect fled into the subway. Oh my gosh, sources said. Her brave mother tried to chase down her daughter's attacker, even hailing a conductor to stop a train from departing, but the Cummings still managed to get away, she recalled. Quote, it was traumatizing. I'm sure Gorzada Sladek told the Post Friday evening. Terrible. It's terrible to see a little girl with her head cut, sliced in half, and it's just terrible. A UPS worker said the young victim was scared and crying while she was being treated by the medics near a juice bar. Her head was bloody, bleeding, can't stop. She was bleeding in her hand and her shirt. She was crying, scared, he added. The girl has since undergone surgery that required multiple stitches and staples to fix the gash, but the emotional scars remain, according to her mother. And I'm sure this girl probably won't want to leave her house for a very, very long time. She's definitely gonna need some counseling, gonna need some therapy. She's only 11 years old having to deal with this. And look at this despicable guy here. Police protecting this guy, man. Look, and this is the kid right here, 11-year-old, poor girl, cut up, bleeding. This should not happen in America. This should not happen. And then what's really, really making me upset is the police protecting this guy. Quote, she's not doing well emotionally. She doesn't want to go back to school. She doesn't want to go outside anymore, Sladek said. Photos obtained by the Post show one of the blood-soaked victims sobbing as she gurneyed into the back of the ambulance. Oh, so this is not the 11-year-old girl, but this is another victim. How many people did this guy cut up? Cops ultimately tracked Cummings down just a block away, back to the spot where he allegedly punched his first victim of the afternoon. Wild video, man. What else it says here? In the clip, one man appears to poke him with the cane as the alleged assailant cowers behind the cops. I showed that clip. I mean, it's just, here's more pictures of the police, and this is what happened. Cops finally took Cummings into custody, who sources say has more than 20 prior arrests. So he's a habitual offender. How you get arrested 20 times and you're still walking on the street assaulting people, including assault, criminal mischief, and fare evasion? Cummings' last arrest was just 2 months earlier. He was given a desk appearance for an assault charge, according to law enforcement aside. So he just assaulted someone 2 months ago, and he's back on the street and was cutting an 11-year-old girl. This is, again, I don't. This makes no sense. George Soros attorneys and prosecutors and AGs are destroying our country, are destroying our big cities. They all have to go. He was charged Friday night with 2 counts of assault and acting in a manner injurious to a child. The NYPD recovered a box cutter from the Uptown train tracks in the station where the madman fled. So the deck only hopes for justice in this case and for the streets to longer be a place. Well, I don't know what they mean there. The streets to longer be a place where New Yorkers need to constantly look over their shoulder. Oh, no longer be a place, they're trying to say here. Quote, you should be able to walk on the street and not worry that somebody will attack you and attack, actually, my daughter, not even attacking a dog, but a little kid, she said. Again, this is why I'm not visiting New York anytime soon. They have to get some people in there that's actually going to start protecting the people of New York City. I mean, security is number one for every family, and if we don't have security, why would you be in that city? I feel sorry for the people that live in New York, but yet they're the ones that voted for these people. They're the one that put these people in power. So this is what you get. But let me know what you think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.